Hoya guys, William Ruto ataingia wapi?
In fact, time is up. There is very little that Ruto can do in the intervening period to save his presidency, and he knows it.
Nasema karibuni tena niendelee kukupakulia jinsi ambavyo mambo yamechemuka. Na nilikuambia guys, ukiona na kupostia, ujue nimejaribu kucollect step by step na nimekupangia kwa hii video. Kwa hivyo guys, nasema thanks for your great support. Nyinyi ni watu wa nguvu zaidi. Without wasting time guys, hao watu wanataka dialogue ya nini? Raila Odinga anatumanisha his close allies looking for dialogue baada ya watu kuondoka kwa William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga himself. Raila Odinga mwenyewe anatambua watu wamemtoka. And now Gladys Wanga is just trying forcing things. Anajaribu kujiforce ili kupata support tena kwa Wakenya. Even Homa Bay tunaarifiwa kwamba Gladys Wanga hawezi simama any seat 2027 akafaulu because pia aliingia ndani ya broad based government, na wakati ambapo maafa yamekuwa yakifanyika ako tu pale anaangalia, anabweka kidogo, wanapewa pesa, wananyamaza. Charles Ong'onda aliaga dunia, wakasema wanafuatilia, ndio ikazikwa. Huyo Albert Ojwang ndio hiyo ikaenda, na wanaendelea tu na wako ndani ya broad based government ambayo walisign agreements kwamba tutakuwa tunafanya hii na hii. So guys, karibuni tena. Huyu ni Gladys Wanga, sikiza.
There is no problem in this country and even in Africa and the world that can be solved without dialogue. We are at crossroads. Some people are feeling that things are not going right. Some people are feeling otherwise. And our party leader, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, has proposed the way forward. And he has said, let us all sit together and dialogue in a conclave. And us as the ODM party, we support the dialogue proposal. We will dialogue and continue to move that forward. And we would also like to say, we have agreed and we have a 10-point agenda, and we have agreed to work together with President William Ruto. And we do not have any apologies. We will support him, we will support the programs of the government so that we can move our country to the next level. And if you are an opposition must have an agenda. The agenda cannot be Ruto must go. Ruto cannot go without an election because we are in a democratic country.
Wanataka dialogue. Dialogue ya nini? Mambo imekataa Rais William Ruto. Dialogue ya nini? Walifanya dialogue na Raila Amolo Odinga. So dialogue gani hao watu wanataka? Gen Z wako upande opposition. So wanataka kufanya na nani dialogue? Sisi wenyewe saizi ni opposition because Raila Odinga ameshindwa. Unaona watu wangu? So now, another story of the day. Huyu class 2 dropout Oscar Sudi anajaribu lecturing watu wamesoma, watu kama kina Edwin Sifuna, na alikuwa anajaribu kurespond to Edwin Sifuna.
Sifuna, you are saying that William Ruto is hanging out with standard 2 dropouts. Let me ask you a question. Our fathers, are they university? Are they graduates? Number 2. Can you compare me with you, Sifuna? You know, my IQ and your IQ, it is not even a quarter. So, look for somebody you can compare yourself with, or you can compare William Ruto with, but not me. I'm in another class. Not because I'm bragging, but you can ask my history. You don't have even a quarter of my knowledge. So don't be stupid. Don't talk like a kid. Oh, you know, every day you've been. You insult this one, you rubbish the other one. Oh, you know, so let me. Can you go and ask people or ask your friends if? And I ask them to tell you the truth. They will tell you the truth that you are nothing. And you don't reason like even a standard 4, from 4 dropout. Leave alone standard 2. Because, my friend, it is not about school. It's about skills. It's not about PAD. It's about calculation. So long as you can speak, you can think, you can see, you can smell, I don't think you have both of those things. You're just a coward, a stupid man.
It doesn't matter how much time you give Ojienda and Aladwa. They will never persuade me that that Ruto is good for the country. In fact, time is up. There is very little that Ruto can do in the intervening period to save his presidency. And he knows it. That is why his allies are speaking the way that he does. That is why he is insulting the public and telling them off every turn he gets. Told us that he has a PhD and nobody should lecture him on anything. I've never seen a PhD who hangs out with class 2 dropouts, because what you do then is that you reduce the average intelligence to at least class 8. If you are just surrounded by, they say birds of a feather flock together. How are you a PhD hanging out with foodie? That cannot be true. So we want to tell him we might not have PhDs, but we know how we feel about our country and where the country needs to be. And we will say these things, Trevor. Nobody will scare us. Nobody will threaten us. As I've told you, there is nothing that I have today that you can take away from me that will result in me dying or something. No. For as long as you don't cut off my head, it doesn't matter. I will speak the truth as I see it. And I will say the things that I have to say, because these are the things that people are telling me to say. I don't represent myself. I represent over 2.5 million voters here in Nairobi. I don't know how many judges Ekuru represents on this show. Because his stronghold is the Court of Appeal.
So now, huyu Peter Salasi nilikuambia guys, ni project ya William Samoei Arap Ruto. Nilikuwa nimekuambia kitambo. Kiangalia video zangu, nimekuwa nikikufanyia hizi analysis. And now Peter Salasi anakuja attacking Rigathi Gachagua. Unaona watu wangu, anakuja attacking Rigathi Gachagua. Na ni because ukiangalia upande wa Western pia saizi viongozi wengi wameenda upande wa opposition. Peter Salasi amekuwa confused baada William Ruto kumpatia do, baada kuwa humiliated na Raila Amolo Odinga because alikuwa anatoa matusi na anapigwa anafanywa nini. Baadaye William Ruto akampatia pesa afanye campaign kwamba yeye anataka kusimama kiti, but Wakenya wakarealize ya kwamba huyu jamani project ya William Ruto. Baadaye amequit. Ndio anakuja attacking Rigathi Gachagua. Sikiza.
You know, we had said, even myself, I've been named myself Peter Kariuki.
Yes.
Peter Kariuki Salasi.
You had already joined them.
Because when we were during the Mandamano,
yes,
and it was said that Kikuyus were the ones who were doing the demonstrations. On we have the Mandamana Sabasaba,
yes,
and Ile Nilukua, the other one for the Ojwang and others.
Yeah,
they say that they are Kikuyus. So we all Kenyans who have the heart for this country, we say we are all Kikuyus.
yes.
But it was so surprisingly to see Rigathi Gachagua going to America and saying that the East community, they are the ones who are the drivers of the economy. What about the Indians?
The Indians.
What
about the Luyas?
The Luyas. We are all in business. So what we want to tell Rigathi Gachagua that we were looking at you. You want to kill the momentum. You know, in politics, there comes a point whereby you speak issues, but don't become a bother. Yeah. Don't become a bother. A bother. How did you become a bother? We know now. It's now time for you to say what we are going to do for this country once we are going to be elected to be the president of this Republic of Kenya. And how we're going to change this country. Sio kwanza kuongea like it's about the community. Now again you want to own this momentum. At sasa you are the one now giving the instructions. Wewe mwenyewe unajua tuliona juzi ulikuwa pale ukiambia ati vijana sasa msiende kwa barabara, listen to me my sons and daughters. Wewe mwenyewe unajua issues hazijarise. Jenzi wenyewe wanajuanga wetu.
It started when you were still in the regime.
Yeah,
the previous regime. One, you were still there.
And they are never told when to go to the street.
Yes.
Sasa yeye anataka kujiown.
No.
Like yeye atidia nini hapana. I think this is the time, and I think regarding the issue is you not use this community bad. Yeah. As much as we protect where we come from, but we want change, and we have all agreed that Ruto must go. Yeah. But now, also now, calm down, don't own everything. Hata sasa mimi kuanzia leo, I don't want to associate myself. At we are looking for partners. We want new face. because wewe pia nyinyi ni wale tu, hakuna tofauti.
It has been a national collective, it's been a collective responsibility.
Yes.
People have been fighting the current regime.
Yes.
It's a collective responsibility across the Kenya and across the tribes.
Yes.
It has not been a Kikuyu issue.
It's not a Kikuyu issue.
You should not stop making it like to appear that it's about the Kikuyus.
No, it's not about Kikuyus. It's
People
about
are
country.
across the country. Even in Turkana.
Sasa hata ma partners, anyone mwenye anataka kuassociate na ma partners atanasema partners, looking for partners. Hakuna mambo sasa hivi tumezianza
kuna mkroga huko sasa.
Sasa hata tutaki hata watu associate with those partners. Hata akisema hata Irikijindi ameleta huyu mtu ndiye akwe rais, mimi ni step down and support me hayo maneno siko. Ama namna gani?
Ya kaende sasa. Kaende.
Hey.
This is our country, and it's our collective responsibility. We are fighting this. It's affecting everybody.
Yes.
It's not affecting a tribe.
Another story of the day ni kwamba William Ruto wants now to bring UN in Kenya. Wakoloni tena. Warejea hapa nchini Kenya, waanze kuishi hapa nchini Kenya na familia zao. So ukiangalia pale kwa bunge la mwananchi, kuna watu wameamua kureactia hii story.
Swali ambayo inafaa tuulize serikali yetu ya nchi yetu ya Kenya. Ndio wamepatia UN nafasi ya kukuja Kenya, kuhamia Kenya yote. Na ukifuatilia vile UN inaama Kenya, UN inasema ya kwamba wanakuja na watoto wao wote, wale ambao wanafanya kazi kwa UN, wanakuja na watoto wao wote, shule zinajengwa hapa, na hizo shule wanakuja hadi na walimu wote ambaye wanafundisha, watawafundisha. Je, Kenya iko wapi hapo? Hizo ndio swali ambayo inafaa tujiulize kama wananchi, na tuulize serikali ya William Samoei Ruto ya kwamba ni nini ambaye UN inaenda kutufaidisha nayo kama wananchi wa Kenya. Na je, hii UN itakuja na nini ambaye, sababu tunajua maneno ya hizi maneno ya lesbianism nini hizi zote UN hao watu ndio wanafanya nini, huwa wanapeana ruhusa za kufanya hizo vitu. Sisi kama Waafrika hatuhitaji hizo vitu katika Afrika yetu. Je, serikali ya nchi imeweka msingi gani ya kukataa vitu kama hizo UN kuleta katika nchi? Serikali yetu ya nchi lazima ituambie vizuri sababu ile kitu ambayo wanafanya wameleta UN hapa kwa hii nchi ikue hapa. Ingine UN inaleta hapa Kenya. Amerika sahi wanadai ya kwamba maisha ya Amerika iko juu. Lakini ukweli ni hivi. Afrika inabadilika. Munaona France sahi inaenda kukua third world country. Sababu gani? Mahali wanapata pesa zao kama West Africa imewafungia. Tunataka serikali ya William Samoei Ruto atuambie kama wanaruhusu UN ikuje Afrika ama ikuje hapa Kenya kucontrol Afrika tena. Hizo ndio maswali inafaa tujiulize, na Afrika yote iulize hizo swali. Sababu gani? Western countries wameona ya kwamba West Africa already imeenda, na hapo ndio wamekuwa wakipata vitu zao ambaye kama France, gold, kila kitu yao wanapata West Africa. Na hizo vitu zote zinatoka wapi? Zinatoka Afrika. Tunataka kujua kama UN wanaleta ukolonia tatu kwa Afrika. Na ya mwisho ni hivi. Sai Amerika imeona dola inarudi chini. Na hii nini ya Russia hii muungano mpya nimeisahau jina. BRICS. Sai BRICS dola 100 dola 100 inabadilishwa kwa BRICS 2000 na, which means BRICS pesa yake iko juu. Je, ni ukoloni ambaye Amerika inataka kuleta Afrika ndio dola yao ipande juu tena? Hizi ndio maswali inafaa tujiulize kama Waafrika. Please. Please. Nipatie tu.
Anamalizia.
Please. Hizi vitu ni mingi.
Vitu mingi. Situlie. Tulia.
Aya. Sawa, umejua hii kitu tunaongelelea ni kitu serious kwa Afrika yetu. Sababu lazima tunasemanga tujiongoze kiafrika. Na tukiruhusu wao wazungu tena kurudi Afrika, watatulemea tena. Sababu wanapata vitu zote ambaye wanajimudu nao kwa nchi zao. Zinatoka wapi? Afrika.
Kenyans have been left out of economic participation of their own country. If all those left out came together, they will definitely win and form government. Kenya has only two tribes, the looted and the looters. When the looted come together and elect one of them, the looters, who are the minority, would have no place in Kenyan leadership. When those who cannot get health clearance, are unemployed, are on CRB, burdened by Fuliza, cannot afford any form of insurance, cannot offer their families 3 meals a day, are united together, they can change this country. Hekima Alliance is a political party that belongs to Kenyans. It won't be operated like someone's kiosk, where aspirants must carry a briefcase of money to someone's house or see someone's wife to get the party ticket. It is the people who will decide the nominee for the presidential candidate all the way to MCS, and that is where democracy will begin at the grassroots level, but not behind the scene deals. We have party leaders in Kenya who keep both the party tickets and party checkbooks under their mattresses. A Hekima Alliance will ensure both the youths, women, new entrants, and professionals find it easy to join politics and thrive. Hekima will encourage Kenyan professionals and youth to participate in building this party so that it can be run professionally. We want to be the party, the leaders who can't carry well the party affairs but expect to run the state. We are a party that believes that you are as good as your party when you are handed over with the trust of running a country. A Hekima Alliance aspires to form the next government and shall hence demonstrate principles of good governance. In our registration process, when asked about what sets a Hekima Alliance apart from others, it was very clear to us that we are a party that has the locus of control in Parliament that can prevail upon the members of Parliament to be pro-people by keeping party ideals in their debates in Parliament, and also vote as per the sacrifice they have for the party ideology, but not sacrifice the party ideologies at the altar of brown envelopes in Parliament. Now, I take you through the fiscal policy of a Hekima Alliance. A Hekima Alliance party ideology is based on a welfare state, where citizens' welfare becomes the main affairs of the state. Citizens' welfare includes healthcare, education, food security, national security, comfort in terms of both physical and software infrastructure. This will be delivered through what we call Evolve. So in Evolve is an acronym and a blueprint for the Kim Alliance Party. We start with the letter E. E is for economic turnaround. This refers to reviving stalled economic sectors to spur economic development, such as textile industry, tea, dairy, hospital sector, tourism sector, coffee, apparel, sugar industry, and meat production. We need to resurrect the productive cooperatives such as meat cooperatives, sugar cooperatives, tea, coffee, and ensure that cooperatives can be productive again. V is for value generation. This is awakening the sleeping giants of the Kenyan economy. These include mining, digital economy, knowledge economy, the blue economy, particularly the maritime and shipping, and the mining sector, and the small business sector within the green economy. We're basically saying that we must keep the wheels of our aeroplanes up, wheels of our taxis and borders running. The economy works when the wheels of the economy is moving, but currently they have been kept in the parking lots, while the wheels that are moving are the wheels of corruption. We'll build the supply side of the economy, which will lower the interest rates, exchange rates, and inflation, hence increasing the purchasing power of the Kenya shilling. O is for optimizing talent. Under this pillar, we'll focus on making the best out of the youth talents, women, and the elderly. For the youth talent, we shall invest in youth-friendly economic sectors such as sports, music, arts, technology such as AI. We'll harness the youth creativity to solve Kenyan challenges in education sector, health sector, agriculture, governance, among other priority areas. Will be through enhanced education in vocational training and skill development, and then leadership apprenticeship. L is for leverage on strategic partnerships. We shall run a transparent, accountable, and efficient government, which is the greatest foundation for attracting strategic partnerships. By establishing a clean and lean government, reducing bureaucracies, and streamlining systems, will position Kenya as a trusted development partner for NGOs, countries, foundations, development agencies, faith-based organizations, and make Africa a leading business hub. We have already mapped strategic partners to assist Kenya in critical areas such as education, healthcare, housing, agriculture, innovation, and climate resilience. V is for vulnerability management. In building our nation, we must move as fast as the slowest person. We cannot advance while leaving behind the vulnerable. Whether that is a neglected region like northeastern Kenya, lacking basic infrastructure, an unemployed youth in Mathare with untapped creative potential, or a fragile sector like small-scale farming, suffering from climate shocks. Vulnerability management means actively identifying, addressing, and protecting both vulnerable persons, such as widows,